Oh man, I didn't really bring the best clothing for this weather. I was gonna make a funny noise. Oh!
Slammed it on the counter, not thinking about the consequences.
You what?
What are you gonna do? The price for freedom. Morning, everybody. It's cold. It was 0 degrees last night. No snow, but I had the chills. We've escaped Alaska. Yay, we did it. But our most perilous journey begins anew. Begins now. Sorry, I was trying to be fantastical about that. We gotta get somewhere warmer, folks. Oh man. I didn't really bring the best clothing for this weather. Yesterday was not a good day. Our first mechanical issue with the van. And of course it happens just outside of Alaska in the middle of nowhere. Brutal. Just starts revving hard and idling really uncomfortably, like, and then stalls. And essentially it's, we couldn't drive it at all. So we just pulled over and we looked for our local mechanics. Guess what? There weren't any. The last shop in the town that we were in, and anywhere within 150 kilometers, in 2017 burnt to the ground. Everything was lost. So this community is hurting for a mechanic. So we walk to every shop nearby, every gas station, and we find, one gas station where a person says, you know what, there's a guy who does mechanical stuff. Here's his number. No, nothing on Google, nothing anywhere. Like, we just had to network to find this. Call him up. Joseph's his name. Just an old Swiss German fella. He's living in the Yukon for some reason with a bunch of mechanical knowledge. So him and I, we worked on the van and pretty well got it sorted. It's not 100%. We needed parts and we couldn't get them, but he taught me how to fix it. It's like a MAPT sensor, which is like a pressure and air temperature sensor that regulates the fuel injectors. So makes sense. Checks out. Got to go to Whitehorse, an hour away. Go to Canadian Tire or Ford dealership or something and see if they have the part. Hopefully we can continue on our adventure to California, ideally, because I'm freezing cold. I'm gonna try to sneak up on Kenzie. She's looking at Halloween stuff. Okay, we're broke down in Whitehorse. Yesterday's problem has exacerbated, and this needs to be addressed now, so we can't actually go anywhere until it gets fixed. The problem itself I can't fix right now. The reason we're stuck here is because we gotta wait 2 days minimum for the part to get here. But likely it's not gonna be here till Tuesday, and it's currently Wednesday. We're trying to go to California. California dreaming on such a winter's day. So I pulled out the air filter and it was extremely waterlogged. There's a big problem with Ford Transits, if anybody has one, with this freaking cowl here. It doesn't actually block water from getting into the engine. In particular, it drained here and the clip wasn't set on the air filter, so it was completely ruined. I got to replace that, and I have it right here. Bonk. So I have to take this entire air intake off. There's this screw here, and then I just have to disconnect these two pieces, and then I can pull this off. Once I do that, then I need to deal with the other problem. All the water that leaked in through here. MAPT sensor back there was completely and utterly waterlogged and corroded. So that's the real problem. This, hopefully this connector head isn't the problem and the sensor itself is the problem, because the connector head I did not order. So it looks okay. So hopefully that's fine. And it's just that goddamn sensor back there that's the real problem. Stop not focusing. So that's in the mail. But until that comes in, we're gonna go ahead and replace these spark plugs. 1, 2, 3, because the middle one is corroded to shit, useless, and the other ones are probably not great either. So yeah, I gotta deal with that. First time ever doing that, but I should have the tools for it. I might need an extender, but I should be okay. First off, the one thing I don't have is a freaking screwdriver. So to get a flathead, I need to use these like stupid extender pieces. It feels so silly not having screwdrivers, but they take up a lot of space, and the amount of time that I truly need them is very minimal. So I have a solution, so I just deal with it. There you go. It's like a screwdriver on wheels. I actually needed an extender for this, so instead, now it's like a screwdriver on stilts on wheels. All right. So that's off. So I can just leave that there for now. Yeah. One of these things is not like the other. It's tough to tell what I just added in here.
Could
Maybe...
it be that really super dusty thing back there?
No, good guess. See in the comments. We'll see in the comments if you guys can guess what it is. It's tricky. I mean, it's all pretty much the same monotone color down there.
Yeah.
Oh.
2 hours later.
Well, all right. Took all the bolts off, so these are all swivelly wivelly now. And I took the clip off. Now it's time to pull the ignition coil out. Aw, I thought it was gonna make a funny noise. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to let that cool down some more. So I'm gonna go and buy some anti-rust copper sulfide type stuff to put in there. Some parts cleaner so I can clean this stuff up. Let that cool down. I think we can make that work in the van. Can't forget the anti-seize and the mass airflow sensor cleaner. Okay, so I don't actually have a spark plug socket. I just have a regular socket. And so while I can fit all the way in, and you know, some gearheads will already know what I'm talking about here, I can fit all the way in and get it unhooked, it won't pull it out. So I needed to find a clever way to do that, and you're about to find out if this will work or not. I'm not feeling it grab onto anything there. Yeah, it's not loose enough, okay. All right, let me do some more fiddling. All right, I've loosened it, and here we go. Huzzah! Hey?
Ingenuities.
Oh, I better turn the hose off. That was close. One down. First spark plug installed. Got lock or anti-seize goo on the new spark plug. Put it in with my fantastic device. I'm a genius. She knows it. And I put the plug back on, and I put anti-seize on this screw you, and 1 out of 3 done. Yes, there's 6, but I'm not doing these ones. Never mentioned this, but the other ones are underneath the manifold, and it's a super annoying job to get that off, evidently. Or not evidently, apparently. I haven't done it, and I'm not going to. Because they don't have as much water corrosion potential as the other side. So I bought them, but I'm not going to do them yet. Not until it's a problem. Do it later. Don't do it now. It makes such a funny noise. Pulling out this one. Oh, get back over here, son of a... Pulling out the ignition coil without damaging everything else. No rust on that bad boy.
Hey.
This is nice. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah, we're gonna pretend that's done. So now we're gonna blow. There she blows. I was on it. Hey! Hey! Oh, easy.
Ew.
First try.
Ew.
I've been saying it the whole time. This is easy, and you gotta stop, you gotta relax. Ugh.
Crunchy.
So now, to put it in, I get it all fairly lined up because it's a tight well in there. All right, put the air intake back on. She's about to start it. Here we go. And here goes. I guess we're all right. There you go. Fun in the sun. It's raining. What happened, you might ask? Why don't you tell him? Idiot.
Oh, he got the quinoa on a really good sale, and I got really excited and slammed it on the counter, not thinking about the consequences.
You what?
You ruptured it. His organs are spilling everywhere.
It's alright.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Come and drink. Come here. Come here. Oh! You just took that so hard. So update on the van. Didn't want to start, so we had to turn it over and apply the gasoline. Finally went, but it was tough. Not a starter issue. It's definitely like an oxygen problem because of the MAP, the MAP sensor. But the spark plug might have had something to do with it too because it was corroded to shit. So today, called every single person who knows anything mechanical or parts in Yukon and got mixed results. But finally found the part we needed. Got it ordered. At earliest, it's coming on Friday. So in 2 days. At the latest, it's coming next week. So we're going to be here for a bit. So we found a bit of a campsite here. Still local, so we didn't have to drive too far because we are getting mixed results upon applying the throttle. And I almost killed us earlier.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. When I applied the brakes, it actually stalled the one time. So my solution was to not apply the brakes as hard, right? Does it make sense? And so a guy kind of cuts in front of me, and the light turns yellow. We're a couple 100 feet away, or 100 meters away. And he doesn't make any attempt to put the brakes on. So I said, I guess we're running this red/yellow light. I don't want to apply the brakes anyways. And then at the last second, he chickens out, applies the brakes real hard. I'm like, oh, I can't do that for a number of reasons. A, the engine's going to stall, but then also all of our stuff back here is going to fly forward. So I apply the brakes in rapid order and veer off to the side. There was plenty of room on the right-hand side to pass around. And then I pulled over just so I could let everybody settle, including the dogs.
You're
They
ending
did
in a
not like
CV.
that.
Because he ran a red light after almost...
But it felt so right.
No, don't say that.
Just kidding.
You're a fucking bastard.
Made a mistake, but we're okay, and that's the big thing. So here we are, and our van is
In one piece.
in one piece. Oh, also I did mechanical things today. I took off the air intake and replaced the air filter and did 3 spark plugs. God, I feel like a man. So there you go. Then when the sensor comes in, I'll do it myself. So saving money, but are we really? Everything's so freaking expensive in the Yukon. What are you gonna do? The price for freedom.